So, how do we reclaim our instinct? I think this is really important for each and every human being to consider. Why? Because there's a massive programming going on. There is a massive amount of conditioning going on, whether it's at schools, in books, in songs, in plays, in films, in movies, and definitely in mainstream media and in governments that takes us as far away from our instincts as possible. Let's not even look at the amount of programming by corporations, because if we were not programmed by corporations, our instincts alone would tell us what is food, what constitutes food. When we look at this red banana, most people only know Cavendish banana. This is a different kind of banana. There are different varieties around the world. When we look at this banana, we will instinctively know whether we want it or not. But if we choose a banana bread over this, we have been programmed, whether it's by our parents or caregivers or teachers or schools or mainstream media or corporations. It means we've been programmed because instinctively, our closest relatives, the chimpanzees, the monkeys, the gorillas, they will go for this. They will immediately reach for this. Babies will reach for this instinctively over banana bread. Yet most of us have been programmed to go for the banana bread. Which is why I say we need to restore our instincts. Because only restoring our instincts can we actually enjoy the total delight of a very ripe papaya. Only when we restore our instinct does this look and feel and taste of all of the five elements and all the magnificence and magic of being alive. Only when our instincts are restored will we be drawn to eat a cherry moya or an entire cherry moya, or if you're like me, an entire bowl of cherry moyas. So we eat instinctively, and so do all animals who are not domesticated. We, as babies, lived by our instincts until it was beaten out of us, shouted out of us, shamed out of us, embarrassed out of us, sexually molested out of us, or just in some other form of abuse was used to take us away as far from our instincts as possible. It's time to restore the heavenly realm, the magical instincts that we have. How many times have you done something and you instinctively knew you ought not to go there, be there, say it, do it, and then regretted it afterwards? How many of you? Show of hands, please. Click the thumbs up button if so. It's interesting because we've all been there, most of us, and done that. And right now I'm creating a California Fruit Festival, and you can see the link downstairs where to get tickets for the online Fruit Festival, which is where I'll be speaking. And we're having a lot of different speakers editions there for anywhere in the world, anytime you can watch that, so that you can really start looking at what does fruit have to do with restoring our instincts. It's interesting because to really, Rumi said, to die happily and look forward to taking up a new and better form, like the sun. Only when you set in the west can you rise in the east. So something in our lives must die in order to reach a different place in our lives. We have to let go of something. And when we let go of the conditioning, the present day conditioning, it only leads back to that magical kingdom of our instinct. Why is it so important, instinct? As Lord Byron said, there is no instinct like that of the heart. And that's because the reason why I think it's important is because these are the pathways to our heart or instinct. This is the pathway to the truth of who we are. So I'm going to put up a quote here from A.C. Benson, who says, I believe in instinct, not reason. When reason is right, 9 times out of 10, it is impotent. And when it prevails, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't say it is wrong. I would say it leads to misery. Instinct is so important. And Alexander Bain said, instinct is untaught ability. So you unteach yourself, you get rid of the programming, and you go back to your natural abilities in life. And that's why I think it's so important to restore our instinct for us to return to the laws of nature and to really begin to enjoy the blissful existence of a present day life on earth in this body, which we've only borrowed for a short time, which will return to the earth in very short space of amount of time as well. So I invite you today to think about how you can live more instinctively rather than intellectually, because the intellect has been conditioned to think and bring us into places where we have no business to be and taken us out of our natural, most instinctive way of being in life. So if you'd like more of this and you'd like to add more to this, please click the thumbs up button below, click the notification button and subscribe buttons as well, and leave your comments below. Thanks, everyone. I trust today you will see in what ways you can live more instinctively than you did yesterday. I look forward to more of these elegantly raw tidbits with you.